India, a land of vibrant colors, rich history, and heartbreaking contradictions. We boast of ancient wisdom and modern advancements, yet beneath the surface a silent betrayal festers, a betrayal by those entrusted to safeguard the nation's future. Corruption, like a termite infestation, gnaws at the very foundation of our society. It's a silent epidemic, eroding trust and stealing opportunities. Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index paints a grim picture. India ranks 96th out of 180 countries. This isn't just a number. It's a shameful reflection of the rot within. It's the story of millions suffering while a select few prosper through deceit. But this isn't about statistics. It's about the human cost. It's about the farmer driven to suicide because a corrupt official demanded a bribe for a loan he desperately needed. It's about the children studying under leaky roofs while funds meant for school repairs vanish into private pockets. The silent betrayal cuts deep, leaving scars on the soul of our nation. It's time we confront this evil head-on. Across India, stories of embezzlement and bribery abound. Take the case of the midday meal scheme. This vital program, meant to provide nutritious lunches to school children, has been plagued by corruption. In Bihar, in 2013, 23 children died after eating contaminated food. The investigation revealed a horrific tale of substandard ingredients, pilfered rations, and officials turning a blind eye, all for a few extra rupees. Then there's the ghost of the 2G spectrum scam that rocked the nation. Government officials, driven by insatiable greed, sold valuable telecom licenses at throwaway prices, costing the exchequer an estimated 1.76 lakh crore rupees. This single act of betrayal deprived the nation of crucial resources that could have built schools, hospitals, and roads. These are not isolated incidents, they are symptoms of a deep-rooted disease. A disease fueled by greed and a blatant disregard for the law. Every rupee siphoned off, every contract rigged, represents a stolen future. Corruption wears many faces. It's the local official demanding a bribe to issue a birth certificate. It's the policeman turning a blind eye to a crime for a few crumpled notes. It's the politician siphoning off funds meant for development projects, leaving communities trapped in poverty. Meet Shanti Devi, a widow from Uttar Pradesh. She spent months navigating the labyrinthine bureaucracy, trying to claim her husband's pension. At every step, officials demanded bribes, delaying her rightful dues. Shanti, already grappling with grief, was forced to beg and borrow to satisfy their greed. Hers is the story of millions. The poor, the marginalized, are the hardest hit. They lack the resources to navigate the corrupt system, becoming easy prey for unscrupulous officials. What's perhaps most alarming is the insidious manner in which corruption has seeped into the fabric of our society. We've become desensitized to its presence, accepting it as an inevitable part of life. Nothing will change, people say with a resigned shrug. This apathy is dangerous. When we accept corruption as the norm, we become complicit in its perpetuation. We teach our children that it's okay to cheat the system, to bribe their way through life. We erode the very values that hold a society together. Section 5. A Seed of Hope. But amidst the despair, there are glimmers of hope. Across India, courageous individuals and organizations are taking a stand against corruption. They are filing RTI applications, exposing scams, and demanding accountability from their leaders. Remember Anna Hazare's movement? The nation erupted in protest, demanding the Lokpal Bill, an independent ombudsman to investigate corruption. While the movement eventually lost steam, it showed the power of collective anger. It proved that when the people raise their voice, even the mightiest tremble. Section 6. The Weight of Silence. But these voices of dissent are often drowned out by the deafening silence of the majority. Fear keeps people from speaking out. Fear of repercussions, of being targeted, of being labeled troublemakers. This silence is our greatest enemy. It allows corruption to flourish in the shadows. It emboldens the corrupt, giving them a sense of impunity. Every time we choose to look away, to remain silent, we become part of the problem. Section 7. Breaking the cycle. Breaking this cycle of corruption requires a multi-pronged approach. We need stronger laws, stricter enforcement, and a more transparent and accountable government. But most importantly, we need a change in our attitude. We must shed our apathy and reclaim our right to a just and equitable society. We must create a culture where honesty is valued and corruption is shunned. This change begins with each one of us. Section 8. A call to action. The fight against corruption is not a spectator sport. It demands active participation from each citizen. We must stop accepting corruption as the norm and start demanding better from our leaders. Vote responsibly. Educate yourself about the candidates and their track records. Support those who have a proven commitment to clean governance. Hold your elected representatives accountable. Question them, challenge them, and demand transparency in their dealings. Section 9. Seeds of change. The road ahead is long and arduous, but we must remember that even the mightiest tree begins as a tiny seed. Every act of courage, every voice raised against corruption is a seed of change. Let us sow these seeds far and wide. Let us nurture them with our unwavering commitment to justice and equality. Together we can reclaim our nation from the clutches of corruption and build a brighter future for generations to come. The time for silence is over. GAP 3SS, Section 10. Beacons of Progress. Despite the shadows of corruption, there are states in India that shine as beacons of progress and integrity. Kerala, with its high literacy rate and robust healthcare system, stands as a testament to what can be achieved with transparent governance. Sikkim, the first fully organic state, showcases the power of sustainable development and environmental stewardship. GAP 2S. In Maharashtra, innovative policies have boosted agricultural productivity and empowered farmers. Meanwhile, Karnataka's thriving tech industry continues to set new benchmarks for innovation and economic growth. These states prove that with dedication, transparency, and the right leadership, prosperity is within reach. GAP 2S. Let these examples inspire us. Let them remind us that change is possible and that the seeds of progress can flourish even in the most challenging conditions. By celebrating and learning from these successes, we can replicate their achievements and build a nation where integrity and progress go hand in hand. GAP 2S. Together we can turn the tide against corruption and create a future where every state, every community, and every individual can thrive. The journey is long, but the destination is worth every step. Let us move forward with hope and determination, drawing strength from the beacons of progress lighting our way.